In the celestial expanse, Michael and Lucifer clash in an epic battle that will determine the fate of existence, as angels collide amidst the breathtaking heavenly realm. The battle's intensity is amplified by the on-screen text. The Battle of Armageddon begins. Michael, radiant and resolute, confronts Lucifer in a heaven-shattering duel. Lucifer, engulfed in shadows, exudes an aura of defiance as he prepares to unleash his dark powers. Angels soar and plummet amidst the chaos, their celestial forms clashing in a whirlwind of light and darkness. The clash of swords echoes through the heavens, each strike carrying the weight of destinies. Michael's unwavering faith fuels his strength as he pushes back against Lucifer's encroaching darkness. Lucifer's eyes burn with defiance, his resolve unyielding as he counters Michael's every move. Celestial landscapes shatter and crumble as the battle reaches its zenith, threatening to tear apart the very fabric of existence. In a pivotal moment, Michael and Lucifer lock eyes, their destinies intertwined in a final, decisive confrontation. The heavens tremble as the fate of all creation hangs in the balance, dependent on the outcome of this heaven-shattering duel. Michael's unwavering resolve shines as he prepares to deliver a decisive blow against the encroaching darkness. Lucifer's dark aura intensifies as he prepares to unleash his ultimate power, defying the forces of light. Amidst the ethereal glow of heaven, Lucifer plummets, his celestial form undergoing a horrifying transformation. His descent becomes a grotesque metamorphosis, twisting his once angelic features into a nightmarish visage. Visual effects intensify, showcasing the agonizing disfigurement as Lucifer morphs into the embodiment of Satan. The once radiant angel is now a twisted demonic figure, his fall a symbol of eternal damnation. Across the screen, Lucifer's fall flashes, marking the tragic moment of his eternal exile. The heavens recoil in horror as Lucifer, now Satan, continues his headlong plunge into darkness. Each agonizing meter fallen etches deeper the lines of wickedness onto his newly formed demonic visage. The embodiment of evil hurtles towards the abyss, leaving behind the fading light of paradise. The sky cracks and echoes with the sorrowful lament of angels as their brother is lost forever. Darkness embraces him as the embodiment of evil plummets further away from the light of forgiveness. From the celestial vantage point, Earth appears serene, unaware of the impending doom brought about by Satan's imminent arrival. As Satan descends, the atmosphere writhes in agony, heralding a cataclysmic transformation that distorts the very essence of Earth. Continents crumble, and oceans boil as the Earth's surface contorts in unimaginable ways, succumbing to the infernal power unleashed upon it. Mountains rise and fall in defiance of nature, as the land reshapes itself under the force of Satan's arrival. Oceans surge with destructive waves, swallowing coastlines and erasing familiar landscapes in a torrent of despair. The planet groans under the weight of devastation, its once familiar form twisted into a grotesque parody of its former self. On-screen text boldly declares, "Earth deformed," a stark testament to the irreversible changes wrought by Satan's presence. As the earth writhes in agony, the heavens weep, foreshadowing a new era of darkness and despair. The very essence of creation is twisted and corrupted, leaving behind a haunting reminder of what was lost. In the wake of destruction, echoes of a once thriving world linger, a mournful symphony of loss and regret. Even the stars seem to dim in sorrow, bearing witness to the fall of a once great planet. The legacy of Satan's arrival is etched into the very fabric of Earth, a permanent scar on the face of the universe. In the heart of Satan's lair, a sinister recruitment drive unfolds, aimed at the souls of humanity. Satan orchestrates his dark agenda, commanding three unclean spirits: political, demonic, and religious. The political spirit rises, manipulating the masses with promises of power and control. The demonic spirit unleashes chaos and destruction, preying on humanity's darkest desires. The religious spirit twists faith into fanaticism, blinding followers with false doctrines and empty promises. On the screen, the words, "Satan's recruitment drive," blaze with an ominous intensity. Each spirit embodies a different facet of corruption, weaving a web of deceit that ensnares humanity. Satan watches with satisfaction as his plan unfolds, reveling in the discord and despair he sows. The lair pulses with dark energy, a testament to the power of evil at work in the world. In the shadows, the recruitment of humanity continues, driven by the relentless ambition of the underworld. The unclean spirits operate with cunning and precision, each a master of manipulation in their own right. Satan's laughter echoes through the lair, a haunting sound that underscores the gravity of humanity's plight. In the heart of the political arena, a charismatic leader commands attention, his presence masking a hidden, sinister influence. With movements slightly amplified and a smile that borders on artificial, he captivates his audience, unaware of the darkness that lurks beneath the surface. A subtle flicker in his eyes hints at a demonic presence, unnoticed by the adoring crowd. A shadow clings a moment too long, an imperceptible sign of the unholy control he wields. The crowd erupts in wild cheers, their adoration blinding them to the sinister truth. A stark warning flashes across the screen. Political deception. The leader continues his speech, his words weaving a web of deceit that enchants and ensnares. Unaware of the darkness lurking beneath the surface, the crowd's cheers grow louder, amplifying the sense of impending doom. The leader's gaze sweeps across the room, a hint of triumph flickering in his demonic eyes. As the political deception unfolds, the fate of the nation hangs precariously in the balance. The leader's hand clenches the podium, a subtle indication of his iron grip on power. The crowd remains entranced, their trust misplaced in a figure shrouded in darkness. The political arena transforms into a stage for a sinister performance, where deception reigns supreme. Eerie shadows dance in the occult temple, where flickering candlelight casts an unsettling glow, hinting at the darkness that lies within. Cloaked figures chant in unison, their voices echoing through the temple, as the air crackles with unseen energy, signaling a dark presence. The demonic spirit's influence becomes palpable, a tangible darkness pressing down, enveloping the temple in an oppressive atmosphere. On-screen text flashes, demonic influence, a stark warning of the sinister forces at play within the temple walls. The chanting intensifies, resonating through the temple, as the shadows writhe and twist, reflecting the growing power of the demonic influence. The temple pulsates with dark energy, a tangible force threatening to consume everything in its path. Each flicker of candlelight reveals grotesque carvings on the walls, hinting at unspeakable rituals and ancient horrors. The air grows heavy, thick with the stench of sulfur and decay, as the demonic presence intensifies its grip on the temple. The chanting reaches a fever pitch, culminating in a crescendo of dark energy that threatens to shatter the very foundations of the temple. In the heart of the temple, a dark altar awaits, its surface stained with the blood of forgotten sacrifices. The demonic spirit's influence tightens its hold, promising power and destruction in equal measure. As the ritual reaches its climax, the temple trembles, and the veil between worlds begins to thin. A gateway to the abyss opens, unleashing a torrent of dark energy that threatens to consume all who dare to witness its power. In a sacred hall, a religious leader captivates his devoted followers, unaware of the subtle puppetry at play. His voice resonates with fervor, yet unseen forces subtly guide his every word and gesture. The congregation hangs on every word, their faces reflecting a blend of reverence and unquestioning belief. Unbeknownst to the entranced crowd, unseen forces orchestrate a symphony of deception, weaving a web of control. On-screen text dramatically reveals the chilling truth. Religious manipulation. The leader's impassioned sermon takes on a sinister tone, as the congregation remains blissfully ignorant. Each devout face reflects an unwavering faith, a poignant testament to the power of belief. The manipulative cues intensify, a silent language of control subtly influencing the leader's message. The on-screen text lingers, a stark reminder of the insidious forces at work. The congregation's blind faith contrasts sharply with the cold reality of their manipulation. The religious leader's impassioned words echo through the hall, now tainted with deceit. Unaware of the puppeteer's strings, the congregation remains captive in a gilded cage of faith. The truth hangs heavy in the air, a silent warning to those who choose to see. A gripping montage unfolds, revealing unsuspecting individuals from diverse backgrounds inadvertently enlisting in Satan's army through their adherence to various ideologies. The screen flashes with potent symbolic imagery, hinting at the sinister influence subtly shaping their beliefs and actions. The words "nation subscribing" ominously appear on screen, underscoring the global scope of this insidious alignment. A young activist passionately rallies a crowd, unaware that her rhetoric echoes the dark whispers of unseen forces. An artist pours his soul into a canvas, unknowingly channeling chaotic energies that resonate with the infernal realm. A scientist delves into forbidden knowledge, his quest for enlightenment leading him down a path of moral compromise. A politician manipulates the masses with charismatic speeches, his words masking a hidden agenda of division and discord. A family embraces a seemingly harmless philosophy, unaware that it slowly erodes their values and bonds. The montage crescendos with a rapid-fire sequence of faces, each representing a soul unknowingly ensnared in Satan's web. The final image lingers on a symbol of chaos, a stark reminder of the pervasive influence of darkness in the world. The subtle indoctrination spreads, ideologies twisting minds and hearts towards an unseen master. From the halls of power to the intimacy of homes, the insidious influence seeps into every corner of society. Bathed in an ethereal glow, Jesus Christ extends his hands as heaven resonates with celestial light. The Holy Spirit stirs as a gentle breeze, carrying whispers of hope and salvation across the celestial expanse. Angels descend from the heavens, their wings shimmering like 1,000 pearls, heralding a moment of divine grace. The atmosphere pulses with anticipation as the celestial choir begins to sing, filling heaven with harmonious melodies. Against this divine tableau, a title card appears: Christ's Recruitment, hinting at a mission of profound significance. The light intensifies, enveloping the scene as Jesus prepares to embark on his divine mission. Whispers of encouragement from the angels accompany him as he steps forward, ready to fulfill his destiny. The camera pans up to the heavens, symbolizing the boundless scope of Christ's mission. A single ray of light pierces through the clouds, symbolizing hope and guidance for those who seek salvation. The scene fades to white, leaving a lingering sense of peace and divine purpose. Under the scorching sun of Israel, a natural war erupts, engulfing the land in a fiery embrace of modern warfare. Armies collide in a symphony of destruction, their clash echoing across the ancient valleys. The sky is torn asunder by missiles, each streak a harbinger of devastation. Tanks rumble across the terrain, their presence a symbol of unyielding power. A solitary soldier stands defiant amidst the chaos, his resolve unwavering in the face of destruction. On-screen text flashes: War in Israel, a stark proclamation of the unfolding tragedy. Explosions erupt in the distance, painting the horizon with strokes of fire and fury. The earth trembles under the weight of artillery, each blast a deafening roar in the theater of war. A medic rushes through the fray, a beacon of hope amidst the despair. The sun casts a long shadow over the ravaged land, a somber reminder of the day's devastation. A wounded soldier gazes into the horizon, his eyes reflecting the horrors of war. The echoes of gunfire reverberate through the desolate landscape, a haunting soundtrack to the ongoing conflict. Jerusalem, once a beacon of peace, now finds itself ensnared in a web of siege, as armies from distant lands converge upon its sacred walls. The city's skyline is marred by the scars of war, as flames dance amidst ancient stones, painting a grim portrait of destruction and despair. Amidst the chaos, the cries of the innocent echo through the streets, their voices rising above the din of battle, a poignant reminder of the human cost of war. The clash of steel reverberates through the air, as soldiers from opposing factions engage in brutal combat, their struggle a testament to the futility of conflict. The earth trembles beneath the weight of war machines, as siege engines unleash their fury upon the city's defenses, threatening to shatter its foundations. Arrows rain down from the heavens, each one a harbinger of death, as the sky above Jerusalem is filled with a deadly storm of iron and fire. Amidst the destruction, the spirit of Jerusalem endures, as its defenders rally to repel the invaders, their courage shining brightly in the face of overwhelming odds. The walls of Jerusalem bear witness to centuries of history, now stained with the blood of conquerors and defenders alike, a somber reminder of the city's tumultuous past. The sun sets upon Jerusalem, casting long shadows across the battlefield, as the day's fighting comes to an end, leaving behind a landscape of ruin and despair. In the twilight, the city's defenders gather to mourn their losses and tend to their wounded, their faces etched with grief and exhaustion, yet their resolve unbroken. As darkness descends upon Jerusalem, the fires continue to burn, casting an eerie glow upon the besieged city, a haunting reminder of the conflict that rages on. The night is filled with the sounds of war, as the cries of the wounded mingle with the roar of flames, creating a symphony of suffering that echoes through the desolate streets. Despite the devastation, a glimmer of hope remains, as the people of Jerusalem cling to their faith and their determination to survive, their spirit unbroken by the horrors of war. Upon the Mount of Olives, a divine presence emerges, heralding the dawn of a spiritual battle. The earth trembles and fissures split open, signaling the raw, untamed power of the Lord's return. As echoes, the Lord's return, the very ground convulses, unleashing a cataclysmic upheaval. The once stable ground writhes and cracks, mirroring the profound spiritual shifts taking place. The Mount of Olives becomes the epicenter of a world-altering transformation. Nature itself recoils as the spiritual war commences, tearing apart the earth in its wake. The divine presence casts an ethereal glow over the ravaged landscape, marking the beginning of a new era. Every fracture and tremor underscores the magnitude of the Lord's return. In this moment of upheaval, the spiritual and physical realms collide with terrifying force. The earth's agony reflects the intense spiritual conflict now unleashed upon the world. Across the ravaged earth, a spiritual war explodes in a maelstrom of fire and destruction. The very ground trembles as unseen forces clash, reshaping the destiny of humanity. In the midst of chaos, the words spiritual warfare blaze across the screen, a stark declaration of the battle at hand. Infernos rise like vengeful spirits, consuming all in their wake as the war escalates. The land is scarred, a testament to the relentless spiritual conflict. The sky weeps fire and ash, painting a grim portrait of devastation. Echoes of the unseen battle reverberate through the ruins, a constant reminder of the ongoing war. The spiritual war rages on, an invisible yet devastating force tearing apart the fabric of existence. Earth writhes in agony, a battlefield for cosmic powers beyond human comprehension. Every shadow conceals a battle, every spark a flashpoint in this spiritual maelstrom. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance, caught in the crossfire of this celestial war. The spiritual war continues its relentless assault, leaving a trail of destruction across the world. In the fiery abyss, Satan plummets into the lake of fire, his descent marking a cataclysmic defeat. Tormented screams echo as the flames engulf him, each flicker a testament to his eternal suffering. The lake boils with fury, a visual symphony of destruction, as Satan's once formidable presence is consumed. Darkness descends, a final curtain on Satan's reign, signaling the end of an era of defiance. Amidst the inferno, shadows dance like demons, mocking Satan's fall with their eerie movements. The air crackles with the weight of defeat, as Satan's essence dissolves into the fiery depths. A symphony of despair rises, as Satan's screams intermingle with the roar of the flames, painting a portrait of eternal agony. The lake roars, a cacophony of divine retribution, sealing Satan's fate in the annals of eternity. In the aftermath, only embers remain, whispering tales of a fallen angel and a kingdom lost. The lake's surface reflects a haunting image of what once was, a chilling reminder of the price of rebellion. The eternal flames serve as a monument to justice, a stark warning echoing through the abyss. The narrative voice echoes across the inferno, Satan's defeat. The final image is a fading ember, a poignant end to Satan's defiance, leaving only ash in its wake. Against the backdrop of Earth's splendor, a divine invitation shimmers. Subscribe to Jesus Christ today. Scenes of untouched natural beauty unfold, whispering promises of renewal and serenity. Acts of human kindness illuminate the screen, showcasing compassion and boundless love. A gentle voice echoes through the cosmos, inviting all to embrace faith. The screen fills with images of hope, each frame a testament to the power of belief. The invitation resounds with even greater urgency. Subscribe to Jesus Christ today. Smiling faces radiating joy and inner peace call you to subscribe. The invitation: subscribe to Jesus Christ today. As the scenes fade, the divine invitation lingers in the atmosphere. Subscribe to Jesus Christ today.